Any sound, guys? Any sound? Test. Hey, is the sound coming in? Test 1 2. Looks like sound's coming in on my side. Sound? All right. Give me 1 second. All right, cool. I don't know what happened with the sound. My apologies for that. But we're back on. So Alabama now 1-0 on the season after defeating Louisville 51-14. My bad, guys. We're doing this from Orlando. There's going to be a little bit of bumps, but we're going to bring it. So call into the show anytime, 205 686-3604. It's your boy Kyle Henderson. And let's talk about the scoring drive to open up. I mean, wasn't it incredible when Tua just came onto the field, everybody's fired up, and then he leads Alabama down. And check this out. The scoring drive, it was quick. Just 3 minutes and 5 seconds, and he hooks up with Jerry Jeudy on that 11-yard touchdown route. He's keeping his eyes downfield into the end zone while he's hitting Jerry Jeudy, right? I mean, that was pretty spectacular how that play rolled out. And Jerry Jeudy hauling in the big touchdown for Alabama. You guys can call into the show anytime, 205-686-3604. Looks like we got a call coming in from Birmingham. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. All right. 1 second real quick. Not sure why the calls aren't coming through. We're hitting some snags. My goodness, this is tough going right now. Give me 1 second while I try to figure this out. All right. All right, try to call in, guys. I sorry for the apologies on the call-in show. Really apologize. We'll keep rolling through. All right. So besides that, the second score came when Tua Tagovailoa off a 9-yard touchdown route. And that's when Tua was, it looked like he was injured, right? He was down for several minutes, left the field, didn't know what exactly was going to happen. Tua comes out and comes back, storms down the field, another quick scoring drive. This one, 2 minutes. And it was capped off by a Tua Tagovailoa 9-yard touchdown route to put Alabama up 14-0. Alabama continues to roll off another quick scoring drive. Najee Harris, 2 minutes and 52 seconds, and Najee Harris with a 1-yard touchdown route. What do you guys think of Najee Harris last night? I know a lot of the talk is on Josh Jacobs, and it looked like I was talking with our team writer, Tony Scalis, and it seemed like he was, probably the best back, or at least he looked like it last night, right? He had that touchdown run, which we'll talk about in a little bit. He just looks so explosive. Also had that kickoff return, right, for a touchdown. All running backs kind of pick your poison, right? Damian didn't really have to do much last night. 7 rushes, 55 yards. But Josh Jacobs, really the guy who proved that he can be a home run hitter this year for Alabama. Call into the show, 205-686-3604. Want to get your calls. There we go. Finally, my goodness. Wow, all right. All right, what's going on? You're on the line with Kyle Henderson.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on the line, man. Go ahead.
Hey, so my question is, of course, Tua played good. He played better than Jalen. I think we're fine with quarterback now. But we got 3 running backs, and my concern is later in the season, who do you think going to be that every down back, that guy we can depend on, kind of like how we depended on Derrick Henry and the Iron Bowl a few years ago?
Well, I appreciate the call. Where are you from, by the way?
Atlanta, Georgia.
All right,
well,
cool.
I live in Atlanta, Georgia, but
Yeah,
I'm
all
an
right.
alumni.
All right, good stuff, man. I appreciate it. No, love Atlanta. I'll answer you offline, okay? I'm going to hang up on you so I can take another call.
Okay.
No, so thanks for the call. Got great love for Atlanta, as I always say on the show. I think in terms of who's going to be the go-to back, I don't think Alabama necessarily needs one. I mean, you have Damian Harris, who I think obviously can shoulder the load if he really had to. And I think, Josh Jacobs last night proving that he can be, a home run hitter. You have Najee Harris, you have Brian Robinson. I think the combination of any of those backs is going to be deadly. And I think keeping those guys fresh is to Alabama's benefit. Now, do those guys want the rock? Of course they want the rock. But at Alabama, running back that's just how it rolls. We got another call. Hey, turn your volume down on your computer.
What you say now?
Turn your volume down on your computer so I could take the call.
I can't hear you say that one more time.
Turn your volume down on your computer, and
Oh,
then I'll take your
turn the
call.
volume down.
It's all right. Hey, what's up, man? What's your name? Where you from?
What up, man? This is Mike, and I got my boy Darius. We from Birmingham,
All right,
man.
man.
What's going on? Roll
Go.
Tide.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the call. What you got, man? Go ahead, shoot.
Yeah, man. We want to talk about that secondary, man. What you think about Trevon and Savion? And does Deontay look like a second coming of Mark Barron to you?
You know what? I appreciate the call. I'll answer offline so I can take another call. Thanks for calling in, okay? I appreciate it. Deontay Thompson is going to be the next big defensive back at Alabama. Said it before the season. His playmaking abilities in the secondary are incredible. I think he just has a knack for reading the quarterback's eyes. He's got ability to leap. We saw glimpses of that in last year's national championship game. We saw it last night. He had one interception, and he technically, he had that other one. He was out of bounds when he caught it. But I think the secondary, they're going to find. They have to fine tune, and they're going to have to fine tune because Arkansas State throws the ball a ton. Ole Miss throws the ball a ton. In terms of the other secondary players, I think there were some areas that they really need to improve on. But you obviously got a star in the making in Thompson in the backfield. I think he's just a guy who's the hardest hitter in the secondary. There's a couple times he blew up some players last night. Did you guys see that? So, and he talked about it after the game. He said all that chatter by Louisville doesn't win you games. He's absolutely right. Came out, let the pads do the talking. And I think Deontay Thompson back there is going to provide that leadership for some of these younger guys to only get better. I think we need to see more of Patrick Surtain. I think Savion Smith. It seemed like he was almost a little immature at times. So I think once this defensive secondary group finds some fluidity, I think they're going to do their thing. Call into the show, 205-686-3604. Want to take your calls. Want to hear what you guys thought about last night. Quarterback play was exceptional. Tua Tagovailoa, 12 of 16 passing for 227 yards and 2 touchdowns. Devontae Smith. Let's talk about Devontae Smith. Only a sophomore. Did you see? I mean, he's no one-hit wonder, just catching the natty game winner. I mean, last night, 4 receptions, 99 yards. I think he's going to be a fantastic target for Tua Tagovailoa. Jerry Jeudy hauling in 4 receptions for 64 yards. I know who you guys want to talk about. I know it, right? You guys want to talk about Jalen Waddle. All right, let's talk about him. Jalen Waddle. What do you guys think when he gets the football? Isn't it just, it's electric, right? I mean, he kind of reminds me of Devin Hester in terms of somebody who just has such a knack for seeing the field, someone who's elusive, someone who's electric. And I think someone like that is going to pose big-time problems. I mean, think about the special teams games last night, the special teams, right? I know there's probably some kicking concerns. But, I mean, a kick return for a touchdown, punt return for a touchdown. I know that was called back. But, I mean, Josh Jacobs back returning kicks, Jalen Waddle returning punts. It's unbelievable with those guys when they get the football in hand, right? I mean, Jalen Waddle, he's unbelievable. I think in terms of a freshman, like you say, he could certainly fly. I'm just really blown away. I think we all knew that he was going to be very talented. He even caught that big pass downfield. That was a big time reception. And I think if it would have been a little bit more in stride, that would have been another touchdown for Jalen Waddle. Really impressed by him. He had a big fall camp. Everybody was really excited about him, and man, he sure stood out last night as a true freshman. Let's talk about where should we talk about? It's just there's so much from this first game. Louisville obviously wasn't going to try to run the football last night. They only ran the football. Let's see, what they have they had 17 yards rushing last night against Alabama. Threw for 252 yards. The quarterback was a big quarterback. There was a couple guys from Alabama who had a tough time bringing him in. I think one player who really stood out for me on the defensive line was Quentin Williams. If you go back and watch that game, just watch how Quinnen Williams has an ability to really get behind offensive linemen. He's in the backfield. He's quick as a cat, and I thought Deron Payne was fast, right? And I think Deron Payne's probably stronger, probably has a better burst, but I think Quinnen Williams, he's a little bit more mobile maybe than Deron Payne, but there was several times last night where he was just in the backfield. Really exceptional player, and I think I was really excited what I saw from him. Anthony Jennings, it was glimpses of good and bad. Now, the good, coming off the edge, he's getting to the quarterback, no problem. Open space, that's the issue. Looks slow, doesn't look 100% healed. If he has to track down a running back, that's going to be a problem for him. Another problem I saw last night with Alabama was, how about that wheel route? That wheel route that was just open all night long, kind of to the backside, and that was hurting Alabama a little bit. Other than that, like what I saw from the linebackers, didn't like Christian Miller's personal foul penalty, which led to a touchdown. Right? I mean, you got to be smarter than that. Christian Miller is one of the smartest players on the team. He knows better, and Saban let him have it. Right? Saban told him. 205-686-3604, calling to the show. Want to get your thoughts on the game last night. Try to fix this chat real quick. It's like pulling to the right, and it's really bugging me. I do all this live. Like I take the calls, I do the graphics, so it's kind of like a one-man, wrecking crew on this chat. But I'll get it right. I mean, we'll continue to move forward. If you want to rewind the rest of the show, just simply go back. Be sure and give us a thumbs up and a like to our YouTube page, and all our coverage back on BamaInsider.com. And I apologize. Earlier in the show, we're having some technical difficulties audio-wise, but we're good to go now. 205-686-3604. Talking Alabama's big victory over Louisville last night. I'm still in Orlando, Florida. Plane heads out here in a couple hours back to Tuscaloosa. Now, coming up this week, what you can expect is Nick Saban will have a press conference on Monday to talk about Arkansas State. We'll also talk with some players. You can find those player interviews right here on our YouTube channel from last night. Talk with Josh Jacobs and Deontay Thompson. Tuesday, we'll have more player interviews. We'll also have practice reports, insider reports, as we call them, back on BamaInsider.com. Wednesday, Nick Saban will speak again. And Thursday, Friday, we'll continue to get into game prep for Alabama's home opener at Bryant-Denny Stadium. What do you guys think? I guess I'll go there. Yeah, where is John Doe? What do you guys think about Jalen Hurts? And what do you think is going to go down with Jamin? Stream crashed. Let's see. I don't think so. All right. Someone said the stream crashed. So let me check that. No, it looks good to me. All right. Someone said stream crashed. Stream is up. How is the stream good for you guys? You guys good? What do you guys think they're gonna do with Jalen Hurts? I mean, it's clear, it's apparent. Tua, we're looking at someone who, is probably the best quarterback in college football. Jalen Hurts obviously struggled last night, threw him into some tough situations. And, you're right, Terry. Jalen has 3 games left. What do you think Nick Saban's going to do? Do you think he's going to, continue to get Jalen reps? Do you want to see Jalen get reps? Or do you want Jalen just to kind of, dip out and let, Tua be the main man? I think in critical game situations, the ability that Tua has is unbelievable. His downfield reads, ongoing progressions when he's in the pocket, his escapability, I've never seen anything like it at the college level. Maybe some guys, that come to mind, Russell Wilson or Johnny Manziel type stuff. But his ability to keep his eyes downfield is, arm strength. What about his running ability? It's unbelievable. And I think right now, and I was a little bit surprised last night that they didn't bring out Tua to talk to the media after the game. I think at this point, you bring him out, let him talk to the media. Kid balls out. We want to talk to him. We want to hear from him. And they didn't bring out any quarterbacks, which I was, a little bit bummed out about. I think you got to definitely have that quarterback come out and talk about Alabama's first game going forward. Tua last night, 12-16, 227 passing yards with 2 touchdowns. Devontae Smith doing his thing with 4 receptions, 99 yards. Let's see. I want to get to some defensive stats real quick. Leading the team last night, defensive stats was, or at least tackles, Savion Smith, 5 solo tackles. Quentin Williams, who we talked about earlier. Deontay Thompson had 5 tackles. Mac Wilson, I thought Mac Wilson played exceptional. There was a couple times where Mac Wilson, really put the wood on a couple people, and I thought, he played like, I really expected him to. 205-686-3604 is the call in line. Be sure and give us a ring. I want to hear what you have to say on the BamaInsider.com live stream. Remember, give us a follow and a thumbs up. And I appreciate the call. And so, again, Monday, Nick Saban will talk, and we'll bring that presser to you right here on BamaInsider.com. What do you guys think of Nick Saban's comments following the game when, ESPN reporter asked him about the quarterback situation, and Nick Saban kind of went off a little bit, let him have it. What do you guys think of that? You think Nick Saban handled it appropriately? Would you like to see less of that fired up? And someone's coming in with the Boomer Sooner. Hey, I appreciate the comments on the side, but Boomer Sooner, you guys gotta step up and do something to reach that national championship game. Call in 205-686-3604. Want to hear your thoughts on last night's game between Alabama and Louisville, Alabama. See if I can bring up the stats for you guys real quick. Here are the actual game stats. I'll give you guys a chance to look at that for a minute. First downs, Alabama had 23. Louisville had 20. As I mentioned, Louisville ran the football 26 times for 16 yards. Alabama ran the football 42 times for 222 yards. Passing attempts last night, Louisville threw the football 39 times for 268 yards. Alabama threw the football 26 times for 297 yards. And total offense, Alabama racked up 519 yards of offense under first-year offensive coordinator Mike Locksley. Compare that to Louisville's 268 yards. Kickoff returns, Alabama recorded 77 yards, which was Josh Jacobs' touchdown run. Alabama had a punt last night 3 times. We saw Skylar DeLong, who's a freshman, punt 3 times. And calling the show, guys. 205-686-3604. Want to get your thoughts on Alabama's big-time victory over Louisville last night in Orlando, Florida. Next up, Alabama will take on Arkansas State. That game will be at Bryant-Denny, and it'll be interesting to see what Alabama does with the quarterback situation in week 2, if they're going to continue to get Jalen some time, or if they're going to just ride out with Tua. I mean, what we saw last night, Tua, like you say, is unbelievable. 205-686-3604 is the call-in line. We are coming to you from Orlando, Florida, where Alabama is now 1-0 on the season after defeating Louisville 51-14. See if I have any other notes. Give you guys some time to call in, and if I don't get your call now, just call in the show and leave a voicemail. We got a call. Here we go. Hey, good morning.
What's up, Kyle?
What's up, man? What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Phil, man. I'm from Tuscaloosa.
What's up, man?
I just
go ahead.
I just want to say a couple things, man. I'm watching the game, man, and I'm pretty stoked about the season. I mean, Tua's phenomenal. Every weapon that we have, man. I think everybody got the ball last night. I want to say that. I think at least all our top 4 guys, the receiver got the ball. Irv Smith caught a beautiful pass by Tua. I mean, and the defense, the front seven is we just dominant in the rushing defense. I mean, it was just a nice game. I think our secondary has a couple ways to go, but it's all right. It's just the first game of the season. I think that'd be a excellent defense by the end of the season.
Yeah, I agree. All right, thanks for the call. What were you thinking when Tua came out in the field last night and when he started rolling with the offense? I mean, were you just was it everything that you thought he'd be in terms of his playmaking ability?
At first, I was nervous because I mean, the first two plays, they kind of, they really didn't have anything going. It seems like he was a little bit nervous as well. But the third and 13, when he converted after that, it was all Tua after that. Like he got a rhythm. He went 4 for 4. It's like 3 minutes, like you said, and it was just great, man. It was everything I thought it was, and everybody was saying that he shouldn't be considered the Heisman. Watch out. If Nick Saban let him get more than 16 reps in passing, he's definitely going to be the Heisman.
I got another call coming in. Thanks for the call, buddy.
No problem.
Hey, what's going on? Who am I on the line with?
This is D in Birmingham.
What's up, man? How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
All right, man. You on the line? Go ahead, shoot.
Yeah, after watching that game last night, I just find it hard to believe that this quarterback competition was this close in practice. I mean, I know Jalen tried his best, but I mean, the only stalls we had on offense was when he came in the game. Tua did a great job at pretty much what I expected out of him. But what do you think? You think what we was hearing come out of camp was pretty much more so to protect Jalen?
I mean, I think it was more just kind of, in terms of managing the quarterback, situation going into the season, in hindsight, maybe Nick Saban should have just came out and said Tua's the guy to avoid all this continued talk. I mean, it was great for the media headlines and whatnot, but I think at this point, I mean, we all know that Tua is the guy. I don't think it was close in fall camp. I mean, from everything that we heard, Tua was just unbelievable. And I think Nick Saban held his cards just to keep Bobby Petrino, off balance and preparing for two quarterbacks. But, I mean, what we saw last night was unbelievable. I think people who took Tua Tagovailoa when he was 11-1 Heisman odds favorite are going to be pretty happy because I think his Heisman chances are only going up after this game. Appreciate the call. Thanks. I'll catch you next time.
All right.
All right, 205-686-3604. Call into the show. Leave it open for a few more minutes before I head back to Tuscaloosa. Long night last night, but we got a glimpse of this offense, which could be, really unstoppable with Tua at the helm, right? I mean, they were just electric. I mean, when he was on the field, you could just sense a different type of chemistry. Just so dangerous, the way he spread the football out, his touch on the passes. Rewind last night, that clip of when Tua connects with Irv Smith. Irv Smith's running down the right sideline. He's kind of like trying to adjust to the football. The ball literally floats on in. Did you guys see that? It floated on in to Irv Smith. I told team rider Tony Sukalis, that ball looked like an angel with wings coming down. It was unbelievable, the touch that he had, right? Hey, and I did think that Hurts would start. I just thought that, Saban would have Hurts start, but obviously I was proved wrong. I said that, many times this summer, but I think it was determined in fall camp. And if you rewind to what Nick Saban said, he said, don't draw attention to yourself. Jalen did that. Here we go. Hey, what's going on? Good morning. It's Kyle Henderson. You're on the line. Who am I on the line with?
Hey, my name is D'Angelo Jackson, Kyle.
Where are you from, man?
I just wanted to tell you about Jalen. First of all, I'm from Greenville, South Carolina.
Okay, go ahead.
What I honestly think about Jalen Hurts last night and his performance, I honestly don't think he has he didn't progress at all. I don't think he did. He made a couple of good throws, but overall, it's not looking too good for Jalen. I think it's a transfer after 4 games. I think it's over with for him. That's what I pretty much think.
You don't think he's still got a fighting shot anywhere in this to play? It's over, right?
Him and Jalen, him and Tua, between them two, the gap, it is huge. and it's not even close. It's not even It's not even a debate. I don't know what Nick Saban is thinking. He might as well just kick him off the team. It's not even fair.
Hey, I appreciate the call. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
I don't know if you should kick him off the team, but Tua definitely. I mean, what more do you want? And the last caller is right. I mean, the separation in terms of talent is, I mean, it's tremendous, right? I mean, we're looking at probably the top quarterback in college football right now for Alabama, and what Tua did last night certainly spoke volumes. And if you got him on your college fantasy football team like our team writer does, Tony Sukalis, you're pretty happy this morning because he's going to be providing those college football fantasy points. I wasn't. Devontae Smith got targeted plenty. Jerry Jeudy did his thing. Jalen Waddle. One guy that I thought we'd see a little bit more production out of was Henry Ruggs. I'm able to get him involved more, but I think he's very dangerous. One of the fastest players on the team, obviously, from the home state of Alabama. I think it's just going to be, it might take Alabama some time to distribute the football to all these weapons, right, in the backfield. What did you guys think of the offensive line play last night? You guys satisfied with it? I thought they did a pretty good job, right? Ross Pierschbacher making his first start at center. Thought he did a good job. There was a couple times where Alex Leatherwood was getting beat on the outside a couple times. Let's see. Jonah Williams, I thought he played really well. Have to rewatch the tape on him. Like what I saw from the tight ends, Irv Smith, I would like to see him get the football more. On the outside, I mean, dangerous wide receiving corps. And, I agree. I mean, O-line, I think they got a little bit ways to go. But, from the most part, I think they'll be good to go. I would like to see, something else from Alex Leatherwood moving forward. I'm going to rewatch the game on my way home and try to get some more feedback. Call into the show before it's too late, and I head back to Tuscaloosa, 205-686-3604 in Orlando, Florida, after Alabama's 51-14 victory over Louisville. Trying to look at more game stats. Let's see what else. I had a couple of notes that I wrote down last night that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Alabama last night, I wrote this down. There was 7 for 9 on third down conversions at the half, which was pretty incredible. Looks like Mac Wilson, he was taken to the locker room. But Alabama, as Nick Saban said, no significant injuries, so that's good for Alabama. Austin Jones, kicking. Field goal kicker missed a 39-yard field goal as well as missing a PAT. Obviously, they need to pick that up. Saw Damien kind of rubbing his calf during the second quarter. We've seen it kind of like bandaged up. It's probably like some sort of cramping, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal for him. In the beginning of the game, Tua connected with 6 different receivers, which I think we've been talking about this whole show. Pretty incredible, just his ability to distribute the football. And Alabama's first 3 of 4 drives were all touchdowns, quick scoring drives. 3 minutes and 5 seconds, 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 52 seconds. I mean, this offense is pretty high powered, and any type of quarterback talk is pretty much over for Alabama, right? Leave the show open for a few more minutes. 205-686-3604. I know it's early for a lot of people, especially on our West Coast, for our West Coast callers, because I'm doing this show Eastern time. Usually they'll be at 10:30 on Sundays. That'll be Central time, give you guys a little bit more time. But sometimes I think it's tiring for everybody when you have those late games. And, sleep is definitely needed, especially on my end. 205-686-3604. Leave the lines open just for a few more minutes, and then I will close it out and catch you guys back in Tuscaloosa tonight. I'm going to work on, every week after the game, I'm going to work on a Hot 11. Hot 11 will be the top 11 players that stood out to me. I'll put that back on BamaInsider.com. If you are a premium member of BamaInsider.com, just go over and read the information. If you're curious about becoming a premium subscriber and getting inside the Talk of Champions message board, all our premium content, you can always click for a free 30-day trial at the top of the screen. My email, is Kyle at BamaInsider.com. Feel free to email me with any questions or comments, and I sincerely appreciate all the comments on the show. I know we had a couple, technical difficulties in the beginning of the show audio-wise, but I think that's cleaned up, thankfully. It's always kind of a hit or miss when you do these shows from your hotel room, right? So great first game overall. Yeah, I saw Ali Cahoe as well, the freshman. He did his thing. He was a transfer from Washington, already playing. And, the freshman that we saw last night for Alabama, pretty incredible. So I will kind of go through everything else, top 10, top 11 performance-wise, get that back on BamaInsider.com. We got a ton of coverage right now on the website in terms of Nick Saban's press conference, player interviews, the recap, big list of visitors recruiting-wise. Also, we're at the game. We'll follow up with those guys, get their reaction on how Alabama did. Leave the line open for just a few more minutes, 205-686-3604, as I always do on the program. Thank you so much, for those of you that are in the United States military. We're very grateful for your service to this great country, and be good people out there, right? Be good to each other, and thank you for joining the show. I will catch you guys next time on BamaInsider.com. Good first week. Alabama 1-0. Obviously, they're going to be number one in the nation. The AP and coaches poll, I believe they drop Sunday. So watch for that. Watch for tons of coverage on BamaInsider.com. Thank you so much for joining in from wherever you're from, whether you're from Hawaii, whether you're from Germany, whether you're from Florida. We got callers from all over. So thank you so much for calling in the show. Have a great Sunday with the rest of your family, and I will catch you soon at BamaInsider.com. Thanks for the calls today. See you guys.